What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dgotsauce, and finally, Biden has stepped up to the podium and he is about to speak about what is going on around the United States with these protests. Let's tune into the video and see what's happening here in the White House.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Nate Burleson in New York. President Biden is about to make a statement at the White House. He will talk about the protests on college campuses over the war in Gaza, including the clearing of a protest camp at UCLA overnight. Here is the president speaking now.
North Carolina, I wanted to speak for a few moments about what's going on our college campuses here. We've all seen the images, and they put to the test two fundamental American principles. The first is the right to free speech and for people to peacefully assemble and make their voices heard. The second is the rule of law. Both must be upheld. We are not an authoritarian nation where we silence people or squash dissent. The American people are heard. In fact, peaceful protest is in the best tradition of how Americans respond to consequential issues. But, neither are we a lawless country. We are a civil society.
Did he just say consequential issues? It's too early, Biden.
Order must prevail. Throughout our history, we've often faced moments like this because we are a big, diverse, free-thinking, and freedom-loving nation. In moments like this, there are always those who rush in to score political points. But this isn't a moment for politics. It's a moment for clarity. So let me be clear. Peaceful protest in America. Violent protest is not protected. Peaceful protest is. It's against the law when violence occurs. Destroying property is not a peaceful protest. It's against the law. Vandalism, trespassing, breaking windows, shutting down campuses, forcing the cancellation of classes and graduations. None of this is a peaceful protest. Threatening people, intimidating people, instilling fear in people is not a peaceful protest. It's against the law. Dissent is essential to democracy, but dissent must never...
Shout outs to Biden, man. One time. One time for Biden. I thought he was about to get up on here and, fall asleep, cough a lot, squint his eyes, which he is doing. But at least he recognizes the situation and he's letting the people know that this is pretty much unacceptable behavior that's been going on out here in these streets. This is not peaceful protesting. This is not peace. This is not something that is going to get things changed. People are vandalizing buildings, and they expect people to listen to them. It don't work like that. But kudos to Biden. I thought he was going to come up here and fumble the bag, but let's continue.
Lead to disorder or to denying the rights of others so students can finish the semester and their college education. Look, it's basically a matter of fairness. It's a matter of what's right. There's the right to protest, but not the right to cause chaos. People have the right to get an education, the right to get a degree, the right to walk across the campus safely without fear of being attacked. But let's be clear about this as well. There should be no place on any campus, no place in America for anti-Semitism or threats of violence against Jewish students. There is no place for hate speech or violence of any kind, whether it's anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or discrimination against Arab Americans or Palestinian Americans. It's simply wrong. There's no place for racism in America. It's all wrong. It's un-American. I understand people have strong feelings and deep convictions. In America, we respect the right and protect the right for them to express that. But it doesn't mean anything goes. It needs to be done without violence, without destruction, without hate, and within the law. Make no mistake.
I agree 100% with what he is saying. For the first time in a while, man, Biden has gotten up on the podium and he's not stumbling over his words. He's getting them out clean. I gotta give one more high clap to him. He must have spent hours preparing this one. Hours, because he's not missing a beat. He's not missing a beat in this one. They might have poked him with something in the back room, you know what I'm saying? Get his energy up. But to be honest, for real, man. There's a bunch of protests going on out there in these streets, and it's turning into violence. It's turning into chaos. There's been brawls. It's only a matter of time before somebody gets seriously harmed or dead. And they need to do something about it. And I'm glad he finally got up and actually spoke about it, and delivered a few remarks. It wasn't much, but I'm glad he actually got up there and actually said something, so we at least have an idea of what our president thinks about this situation. Finally, Biden. Finally, man. Wake up.
As president, I will always defend free speech, and I will always be just as strong in standing up for the rule of law. That's my responsibility to you, the American people, and my obligation to the Constitution. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, have the protests forced you to reconsider any of the policies with regard to the region?
No. Thank you.
Mr. President, do you think the National Guard should intervene?
No.
Mr.
Do you agree with what the students are calling for?
Mr. President, the former president.
Well, it seems like the president.
And he walks off just like that. I don't understand why he couldn't just answer a few more questions, but we all know why. It's because, it's not prepared. And he might stumble over his words. That's why he gave the lady one word answer. He said no, and he walked off. That's it. If it's not on a piece of paper and he can't read it on a screen, just forget about the conversation. Forget about the conversation. He be ducking and dodging these reporters every single interview. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm very interested to know what you guys think about this. Let me know y'all thoughts down below in the comments. I'll be very interested to see what you guys think about this one right here, man. Let me know. Until next time, y'all. Peace.